Nine Emperor Gods Festival, or known as Jiu Wang Ye. Now this Jiu Wang Ye is a festival, a vegetarian festival or Jia festival. It's a 9-day Taoist celebrations beginning on the eve of the 9th lunar month of Chinese calendar, celebrated primarily in Southeast Asia countries such as Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, southern Thailand, by the Peranakan community. Peranakan means the hybrid between a local and Chinese. In Thailand, this festival is called Tetsakan Kin Che, if I not pronounced wrongly. So this is roughly what this 9 Emperor Gods Festival is. But alright, let's see the introductions of the 9 Emperor Gods. So this is a character as often shows on a sticker or flags to indicate that food is vegetarian. Now this is in Thailand. Now what is actually 9 Emperor Gods or Jiu Huang Xingjin? So this Jiu Huang Xingjin is actually a Big Dipper, constellations called Big Dipper. Now Big Dipper is actually I believe is an English Western constellations, but in Chinese we call Beidou, which is also in fact this constellation thing, the astrology exists not only in the West, in Chinese or in India, in many parts of the world also have astrology, but this is actually made into Taoism. So this Jiu Wang Ye is actually a Big Dipper. Big Dipper, what is Big Dipper? Big Dipper is actually a constellation. Let's look at Big Dipper. It actually made of 7 stars. Now this is Big Dipper. It's actually made of 7 stars. These are the stars. It's actually very located very near to the North Star or the Little Dipper. Okay, we come back to the 9 Emperor Gods. 9 Emperor Gods. Okay, now the story of 9 Emperor Gods. The nine Emperor Gods should not be mixed with the Wang Ye or princess or Ming royalists. The popular folk cultures has it that the 9 Emperor Gods are actually loyalists of the Ming dynasty who fought against Qing dynasty. According to Longhua, this information is inaccurate and considered derogatory to the actual teaching of Taoism, as 9 Emperor Gods are actually high-ranking star lords who preside over the movement of planets and coordinate mortal life and death issues. The 9 Emperors is formed by 7 stars of the Big Dippers of North Ursa Major, which is 7 stars which is visible, and 2 existent stars which is invisible to most people. So these are the 9 stars that actually refer to the 9 Emperor Gods referring to. Now, so we can see from here that it also being distorted. I mean, the story, many people actually distorted from the original teaching, which is the planetary, the movement of planets and coordinate mortal life and death issues. I just want to go to the Malaysia. Now, in Malaysia, how distorted it is that sometimes it also you see, Malaysia man dies in Taoist human steam stun. So this is a Taoist medium called Limba. So this person called Limba suffered from heart attack and burns after attempting to perform the steaming man ritual in Kuala Sanglang Temple in Kedah. Mr. Limba is 68-year-old, suffered from heart attack, burned after attempting to perform the elaborate ritual during the Taoist festival at the Chinese temple late Monday. So this is not the recent case. Actually, there are many other cases also happen where people go beyond what actually necessary. Now, in other part of the world, say for example in Phuket, also have the mutilations ritual, which is I believe distorted from the original teaching. So these are some of the example of tongue slashing in Phuket. which I believe is not the original teaching of nine emperor gods. And even until right now, Ng Benkiat also asked me to go to the Nine Emperor Festival, to join the Nine Emperor Festival. Now, I want to say this very clear. I have no problem with the Nine Emperor God Festival. That I have no problem for anyone to join to celebrate. In fact, it is a genuinely a Taoism festival. The only things that I want to share today is that the understanding of the story, the original story from my father's side and mother's side could be a different from the original teaching. So that is what I'm trying to say. The thing with them is that they are trying to create story of themselves, or they're trying to, I do not know, to use the word hallucination, or they have some sort of, they always like to create story of themselves. As for me, when I was small, I do not know what is the story behind. I would just follow them along, and that they are, what I can say is that they are ultra superstitious in a way that they also like to create story from the original story and distorting from the original story. So this is the reason why I want to share a bit of the original story of Jiu Wang Ye, which is the Nine Emperor God Festival happening right now. I also want to state here that I'm not stopping anyone to celebrate, especially Yutong's. If Yutong's family, Yutong's mother and Yutong's would like to join the celebration, so please join the celebration. I'm not stopping anyone. I'm okay with Jiu Wang Ye. I'm okay with the Taoism. Because this Nine Emperor Festival is Nine Emperor God Festival is actually belong to a Taoism belief, which I'm okay with. So I want to state this very clear. Now, come back to the middleman problems. I also want to state my stand very clearly, that I hope I have already disowned my mother, Esther Lim Pek San, and also whichever those Lim family. I do not want to have anything related to them, as well as the Tan family. Now, Tan family, I have disowned them long time ago. Since they told me they are communists and all that, I disown them. All the kind of nonsense they are doing, I already disown them, and I know they are causing harm to me as and when, and they think that they still think that just because they are my father, despite they have never raised me, despite they never provide any financial benefits or love, education, or whatever that a normal family do. They are still thinking in that they are still have the old thinking that they own me. Those more like a medieval kingdom era kind of ideology, which I do not know how come in this modern era they are still thinking like that. Probably they have a lot of businesses, and how they treat their employee is that more like a lord and slave or serf. They call it serf, SERF, or slave kind of relationship, which I have to tell them that I am not a slave. I am not under them. Whether it's just like the same like my children's now, before they are before they're 18 years of age, or whichever country. Now when they are still minor, they are still under the parent care, but after the the age of 18, or normally in around the world, the age for minor is below 18. So after the age of 18, when they become adult, they are actually a separate entity. They actually have the legal legal right to form a contract and to sign contract. So they are considered as a legal entity, and they have a legal right to make their choice over who they're going to marry, what is their religion, and whatever civil rights, the human right or what civil right, they have the right, including owning property and all that, which I do not see in my family, especially the Lim and the Tan family. Seems to me that the Lim and the Tan family, they are still living in the medieval era, where they think they are the king and queens that own the people own the children, which is not in the case. So I have to state this very clear, and I do not want to have anything related to them. I also do not want middleman. Now, middleman in this context could be Teh Seng, could be Ng Ben Kiat, could be Teh Kian Bun. Now, Teh Kian Bun has been the middleman for all the relationship, even detecting who I should have children, who I should marry, which is a violation of my human rights. Which I have to say this. I know who behind the scene is probably the Tan family, which is my father's side of the family. Now, my father's side of the family, they are very influential, and they could be probably infiltrate into many countries, and to be the underground, the so-called underground government. They're controlling many countries in ASEAN region. In ASEAN region, particularly those regions that close to China. Myanmar, I believe they also have some military asset or military personnel or territory, even territory in Myanmar, that controlling part of Myanmar. And of course, my father's side of the family, they are very influential in Singapore, very influential in Malaysia. Now come back to the topic of middleman. I hope my family members do not. I hope my family members do not get in middleman. Now, why I need to ditch my or I need to disown my mother? In fact, she was the one that initiated the disown thing. She was the one that say she want to disown me. Now, I found out that because I found out that she actually cheated my conspire with this Lim Kok Kai, and cheated my money, my this dividend and all that. And she herself actually admitted the case, and so it is not really my prediction or my guessing. It is actually what she did, and she actually admitted. But she admitted because she know there is no way for me to get justice, especially in Malaysia, where justice is call it a judicial independence is almost non-existent. It is very clear. I do not consider Ng Ben Kiat or I do not consider Ng Ben Kiat, Teh Kian Bun, or those family members or relatives that previously they conjure up to form a fake family as my family. I do not consider them as my family anymore. But I will still, of course, for Ng Ben Kiat, the Ng Ben Kiat case. Now I will need to find out what is her situation, who is she, and how come she, whether she kidnapped me, and then, or whether this is a premeditated incident where she is supposed to kidnap me from my own mother, Esther Lim Pek San, and then to raise me in situations that they created by themselves, the Tan family. So I need to find out whether what is a real situation, what is the story behind. Now, whatever story I cannot let Ng Ben Kiat fit into my family. She is ultra superstitious. She also use violence, where she will use violence to express herself. She cannot articulate. She cannot express herself like a normal human being. She will use violence. That means she will hit you, or she will stab you with knife, or and she also know how to use the black magic, where she will make you static. That means stationary, and then she will use a knife to stab you and slash you. So to me, she is a danger. She is a threat to my family, and definitely I wouldn't want her to be in my family. But somehow she took care of me. Not very nice, because the fact is that she is not my mother, she is not my real mother, and definitely if she is not my real mother, she would not take care of me like a mother. That is for sure. This is the problem of middleman. She is not my real mother, she is just a middleman between me and my mother, and she has been faking as my mother, even to the extent that she faked the birth certificate. Likewise for Teh Seng. So I was not being treated well. Most of my childhood in suffering, was in hunger actually. She do not really care about whether I was well fed or not. That means whether I got food to eat or not, she do not care about that, because sometimes you see, that's why I'm fat, because I do not have a good diet. I eat most of the junk food and lousy food, not unhealthy food since small. Live in the poverty. Now the thing here is that if I was born in a poor family, that is okay, but I was born in a wealthy family, in fact the wealthiest in the country, but it was living in such a condition, so I'm not sure whether the kidnap is genuine or not, or a premeditated kidnap, and also whether this Benkiat was actually having money, but she deliberately treat me, put up a poor uh, household setting, for a poor family setting for me to endure the poverty or not. So I need to know the story from her side. Now, if she's genuinely poor, yet she still take the effort to raise me. Of course, once I got my identity, my legal identity, I will work hard, earn enough money not only to support my family, but also to ensure she can retire comfortably. At least provide her meals, provide her enough clothing, enough meal accommodations. I believe this is what I need to do, whether as a a foster son, or as a as a human being. She took care of me, and then I believe I also, in response to her assistant, or her deeds, I will call it DEED, deeds. I believe I also will take care of her until the end. She did not, I have to clarify here that she did not treat me well. Also, to the certain extent, after my primary school, she actually do not want me to pursue my high school. She do not want me to get proper educations. But somehow uh, I take the initiative. I wanted, I insist to further my study, and that's why I got my study. So in a way that she's not only not a real mother, but not only a good mother, but she also not really a good caretaker, not really a good guardian. But somehow I still think that somehow she took care of me. She she is present. The thing here is she is present. So she is a middleman. To me, she is not my family, but she is a middleman. She is a middleman that is not good, nothing good to me. But somehow I have to say this, I can't do without her. So I still have to compensate for her effort. I still have to compensate for her effort in making me possible, making me make my survival possible. So I still have to compensate her on the effort in doing so. So because I do not know what my mother has been doing, whether she would probably treat me well or not well, or what, I do not know. So Ng Beng Kiat is a middleman. I do not like her to be in my family, and I do not like her behavior or whatever superstitious belief. But somehow I do not like this person. She do not have moral. She is not well educated. She, to the extent, deprived my education, deprived my learning opportunity and all that. But somehow she provide. She is actually there for me. I will say she is there for me. So I believe I need to reciprocate in return the favor. Whatever it is, I need to return the favor. So this is my message to my Chabo. Do not need to treat her as a mother, but also do not need to retaliate. Do not need to cause any harm to her. She actually also some in certain circumstances, she actually treat me like a dog. In fact, worse than a dog. But I do not want to retaliate. I do not want to retaliate on this. As for Tekka Singh, definitely no. Tekka Singh never take care of me. She is more a pest. She's more. I do not owe Tekka Singh anything. I will say I do not owe Tekka Singh anything. It's best that I do not have anything to do with Tekka Singh. And as for Tay Kian Boon, also please, this Tay Kian Boon is a middleman. He is evil. He also like to manipulate, and I hope you guys are not easily cheated by him. He's a con man. He's a con man, more like my grandfather's side which is the Tan family side. I'm not sure whether my family, the Tan family, mistaken him as me, because my Ng Beng Kiat raised two children, raised two sons. One is me and one is Tay Kian Bun. So probably the Tan family, which is my father's side of the family, mistaken Tay Kian Bun as me. So I do not know, because my father on the phone, I do not really meet my father yet. On the phone told me that he treat Tay Kian Bun so much, so good, so good, so good, and so on and so blah blah blah. But the thing here is that I'm not Tay Kian Bun, I'm Tay Kian Guan. I do not know the story how he treat Tay Kian Bun, whether provide since more provide tuition, provide business opportunity, or give allowances or whatever. I do not know and I do not care, because I'm not Tay Kian Bun. I have not benefited anything from my the Tan family. So if they're mistaken, they have to be clear that some next time I hope they can be more scientific, or they can be more improve on their management skill, so that they have to make sure the recipient, the beneficiary, or the recipient of what they are going to provide, whether it's allowances or whatever, have to be going to the intended recipient, the real intended recipient, and not somebody else. So that is the problem of the Tan family. They have a very poor managerial skills. They do not even know who they are giving the benefits. So whatever it is, this is their problem. I do not want Tay Kian Bun to be in my family, whether it's Tay Kian Bun relative or Tay Kian Bun spouse or Tay Kian Bun family. I do not want to have anything to do with Tay Kian Bun. He has been causing harm to me. She has been creating illusions after illusions. Have been cheating me for more than 40 years. And the culprit also, because my biological parent, both my father and mother, are unable to express themselves, unable to come out to talk and to introduce themselves. And this is also the reason why I attribute to these miscommunications and the confusion, and also the time lost, the opportunity lost, my education opportunity, all this is also attributed by both my parents, my father and mother, because they have never come into my life to introduce themselves properly. They never really let me know they are actually my real parents. I think the critical juncture is where I finish my this high school, which is my years of 18. Because after years of 18, like my cousin, most of my cousin, the Lim family side, I do not know the Tan family side, but most of my cousin from the Lim family side, immediately after they reached 18, they were given money, they were given opportunity. In fact, they were given companies to run as a director, as a CEO, as a boss of a company, to own a company, to own property, to have their own house. I believe all my cousins never have any problem worrying about accommodation. Whereas me, I started to work when I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old, I already started come out to work in order to pay my rent. In order to pay my rent in Ulu Tilam. So that is my story. I do not know what happened to my parents, both my father and mother. Why are they not coming out, and why they are not raising me? So I believe I do not owe anything to both my parents, father and mother, because both of them attempted to kill me. Actually, both of them, they caused harm to me, to cause bodily injury that amounting to death, multiple times, and not just one time, multiple times. Even my mother attacked me before many times, that can cause death to me. So I believe if their favor to me, the greatest credit they have to me, the greatest debt that I had with them, is that they have brought me into this world. That is the greatest debt I owe them. But I think I have really paid off the debt, because they kill me. If you kill my life, and in fact they kill my time, they deprive my opportunity, they have been sabotaging my career, sabotaging my personal life. I believe they owe me more than I owe them, because the deed of brought me into this world is already offsetted when they kill me. and both my parent, my father and my mother side. So I believe, and also my rightful inheritance, my money, they have cheated from me, and they have never. The thing here is that they have never provided any love or any financial benefit, and they have never raised me. That is the huge questions. They definitely are not lack of financial, are not lack of money to raise a child. Definitely they are not in a difficult situation. They are definitely, they can do it. What I can say is, no matter how many other children they have, for sure they are able to raise me in a very comfortable environment, but they did not. So if they did not raise me, the question is, I really do not know what is the reason behind why they did not raise me. So that is a huge questions I would like to bring to them. And also because of them, also because of this, I hope my Chabo can understand that I do not really owe them anything. Now, of course, all these Chabo that I know, I think most of you guys are not having my children for nothing. I believe most of you guys are having my children because of inheritance issue or get something out of me. Because I honestly, I do not have any romantic relationship with any of the girls, any of you Chabo. So under such circumstances, which I do not have any relationship, any romantic relationship with any of you, yet a woman still conceive a baby and to give birth to a baby of a man without knowing the man, or probably just going after something from me. So I believe you guys are also after some inheritance or some benefit, and I hope you guys can directly come to me to meet me so that we can sit down and talk. Sit down and talk explicitly. Tell me what you want from me, what actually you want from me. I have to state this very clear. I'm legally, I'm not a puppet or not a property of anyone. I'm a legal entity by myself. I'm an individual. I'm a human being. I believe what you guys did is a violation of law, but I do not want to talk about it now. I am more concerning about how to pass a better future for my children, and also to continue my life. Now I also state this very clear to all the Chabo, whether it's Yutong's mother, Carol Talk, or whichever Chabo, that they actually have the freedom to find another man to have their own choices. If they are being forced to have relationship with me, or if they are being forced to have children with me, because I do not know what is their story, but I know from the female side also, they have the human right to have their own choices of spouse. Definitely, if they do not know me and they conceive my baby, I do not know what is the story, whether it's from their side or their parent forced them, or my parent forced them, or they are being under a situation that it is not on their own volitions to have children with me. So I really do not know what is the story, or they are just going after my money, after the inheritance that I have. I do not know the story, so I need to sit down with them and to talk about it. To be open, never mind if you are after my money, fine, no problem. We have to sit down and talk. How are we going to get the money? And then you go your way, I go my way, because ultimately I also will inherit some money to those children. So we might as well get it sorted out as soon as possible, because I also want to continue my life. I believe you also want to continue your life. It's best that we sit down and we talk about it, and we get the things sorted out. As for both my parents' family, I have to tell you guys Chabo, that they are extremely stupid and their mind are extremely delirious. Delirious means they are actually hallucinating, in a hallucination. They create their own law, they have their own ideas about how the world works, which is not supposed to be. And this thing is prevalent in Malaysia, where most Malaysians' minds are delirious and they are unable to think clearly or lucidly. I do not know what happened to Malaysian people. And they also very fond of testing me. I have to tell them that I'm not a subject of their testing. I'm not a hamster. I know they like to they the communists actually, they do not have the idea of property ownership. They do not have the idea of private property ownership. They like to take my bags, they like to check my bags, and they like to come into my uh, dig out my properties, my belonging, and trying to test me. I hope they can stop that, because that does not mean they are any superior or what. They are actually depriving my freedom, and I have the right to defend my freedom. I hope I have to make them very clear that I hope they can understand, especially my parents. Both my parents are. I am not I'm not antagonizing with them. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling what is actually happening. Whether it's the Nine Emperor Gods Festival, or the Ikuan Tao, or whichever religion matter, or whether it's matter relating to law, they have to get their mind clear. I hope they do not hallucinating. And I'm not asking any gift or anything from them, especially my mother. Now my mother always attack me, use hammer, use the dato ship, the medal, use the medal to knock my head. My parents are very frenetic about the medal things, the title things. I'm not so frenetic. All in all, I hope they can stop testing me. I hope they can stop testing me. It is not that I do not want to fight, but I do not really want to cause a major. I do not want to make a scene. I do not want to make a scene for minor things. I do not want to make a scene in the trivial things. I hope all my Chabo, please, if you have any question, do not go through middleman. Talk to me directly. Come and verify. If you have any doubt, if somebody, whether from Genting side or from my father's side, come and talk to you, go and talk to you, telling you about me or telling you about some story, you please, if you need to verify from me, please come and ask me questions, verify from me whether it's true or not. If they told you what I say, I do not have any proxy, I do not have any representative or delegates. If they say something telling you that it is what I say, you better be cautious. If you are in doubt, please give me a call. Please come and verify with me, because it might not be the true story. Now nowadays, AI or the artificial intelligence are very matured. They can manipulate many things. So I hope you can come and talk to me and verify from me in person. That means come and talk to me if there's anything that in doubt. Do not trust my mother, do not trust my father, do not trust any of them, because they can also lie. In fact, they are con men. So please come and talk to me, verify from me anything, any question at all.